Hello and welcome to Columbus, Ohio. He's Corey Mose, I'm Jeff Jones, and Corey, it is time for our first Friday football forecast of the season. We're going to put on our predictions hats a little later, but first we just got to get you ready for this top 3 showdown between Texas and Ohio State. Corey, the game is finally here, and the storyline that everyone's talking about across the nation is number 16 on offense, Arch Manning. What do you expect to see from Arch? What would be a successful first start of the season for number 16?
Well, Jeff, I really don't care how many yards he throws for. I don't care for how many yards he may run for, as long as he just doesn't turn the ball over. I think as a young quarterback, and any coach would tell you, as long as my quarterback looks composed, he comes out the huddle in a hostile environment that's going to be that way tomorrow, and he doesn't lose the game for the team and lets the team win the game for him, I think that's the success that Sark wants to see from a young Arch Manning. Just be comfortable, be safe, and let your defense win this game for you.
I like that. I like the idea about him being safe, but I'm going to add a little edge to my answer.
Okay.
What I need to see from Arch tomorrow, growing up, did your parents ever say, "Don't try me"?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
or they just looked at me and I would know.
That look means don't try me, right?
Yeah.
What I want Arch to do, I want Arch to put "don't try me" on film. I want him to remind future opponents that he does have great deep ball accuracy. All you have to do is take 2 or 3 deep shots, even if you don't hit them, just put them there on the money to remind future defensive coordinators we can't bring safeties up into the box or else Arch will go over the top of our head. Also remind future defenses what he can do on the ground with his legs. Texas hasn't seen a quarterback that can move like Arch in quite a while, so I think Arch needs to show us again and show other teams who are watching this that you have to defend all 11 those RPOs. It's not just a run to the running back on pass option. It's a run to a running back, run by the quarterback, and a pass option.
But there's a caveat there. You know what his grandfather Archie Manning told him? If you do run, get down or get out of bounds. Those are the 2 options you have. Do not get hit, because I know this Texas team needs Arch for the whole year, and so the best way to do that, slide, young man. Learn how to slide.
Listen to your elders. Don't try them.
Exactly.
Hey, question number 2 for you, Corey. What's a question that you still have in your mind about this Longhorns team? Maybe a question that will be answered in game 1 of the season.
I think it's still the defensive tackles. I feel like for the past 2 years, that's always been the question going in week 1. How good are these new guys that's in the middle and interior of this defensive line? You know, a bunch of transfers, some from Syracuse, some from North Carolina. The way Ohio State was able to control the game last year wasn't Will Howard throwing the ball all over the place. It was them running the ball with Travion Henderson, running the ball with Quinshon Judkins. And so those 2 guys are gone from Buckeye Nation, but they do have 2 good backs replacing them. And so Ohio State's going to try to test that interior defensive line. We already know that. They're going to try to run the football. So does Texas have the guys up front on the defense to stop them? We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'll go on the offensive side of the ball. I want to see what C.J. Baxter looks like in game action. Is this the guy who we saw break off a long run against, was it Rice, I think, 2 years ago? And I was like, whoa, that's special. Kansas State, I believe he had a long touchdown run. We've seen him look special. Will he show us that and remind us who he has been as early as week 1 this season? And also, Jack Indris, the new tight end. Sark has told us, aside from quarterback, tight end is the most important position on offense. We've seen great tight ends, NFL guys here, Jatavian Sanders, Gunnar Helm recently. Is Jack the next one in that line of really special Texas tight ends? And if so, will he show us right out the gate? Corey, what's your prediction? Who's going to win? What's the score going to be?
Okay, so I like Texas. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like the last 2 years we've seen they love these environments. They love not just on the road, but big time on the road games. Alabama, Michigan, and now Ohio State, they thrive in these environments. They feel like it's us against the world mentality. And so I like Texas. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, though. I think both teams coming out with young quarterbacks, going to be some nerves. And so this defense is going to be the ones that kind of have that foundation for both programs. So I'm going 28-14 Texas.
Yeah, I agree. It's low scoring. I think the Texas defense is what people are going to be talking about, not just in Austin and in Columbus, but nationally after this game is over. Let's go 23-10 Texas. I think Texas holds them to 2 scores and only 1 touchdown.